Hello, everyone. This is Torix. Holy crap, I'm underslept again. What is sleep? Sleep is for the weak. No, it's not. Get proper sleep, people. Get in the habit of getting good sleep. Take proper care of yourself. Don't be like my dumb 30-year-old self who struggles with mental health. Okay, lots of people struggle with mental health. That's fair. To be fair, try to take care of yourself though. Just try. um, I figured it would be pretty topical of me to start talking about the new ban wave going on in Team Fortress 2, because I'm running man versus machine in my B-roll. I got man versus machine playing in the background. You don't see bots in MVM, whatever. But still, it was a pretty cool thing to hear about, to hear that Valve has actually managed to come back and, do something for the game. To be fair, I think I heard some whispers and suggestion that they had been working on it for 2 years. I don't know how true that is, but if that is true, gosh, they were doing some deep digging. They were really working hard on this. Or, but ever many people they had, people like to say it was just the one dev. It might just be a meme, but there might be more people involved in that, or it might just be the one. I don't know. Point is, supposedly there might have been some deep intel going on here, and they found, I would think, maybe they looked for multiple ways to counter many, cheat and bot clients and stuff, and they were just like, yeah, let's just drop the hammer on all of this all at once. It might not last forever, but it's nice to see people get a breath of fresh air once again. And I'm glad that people can be happy and celebrate this victory. There are some people, though, who want to go on the attack towards some, people from like cheaters and botters from the past. I am not a fan of this philosophy. Some people may prefer to be more aggressive. I look at this and say, even the top content creators in Dead by Daylight don't agree with, releasing names and information about people who have toxic behavior, and to some extent, I think they do the same thing for cheaters. So if you think it's appropriate to harass or witch hunt, past cheaters in TF2 and stuff, I'm sorry, I'm not on ball. I'm not in that. I'm not in that camp of thinking. I'm sorry, I like to think that the TF2 community isn't more toxic than Dead by Daylight's community. Now, ideally, of course, ideally, no community is toxic, but that's never going to happen. There's always going to be some crappy people out there, no matter what community you're in, and that's just a fact of life, and it sucks. But it is what it is. I may actually try to get back into some quick play rounds of Team Fortress 2. I usually don't. I don't play much quick play at all. I always usually stuck to my MVM, and even then I like to fool around on, Death Run and Brony servers of all things. Strangely, furry servers were really sweaty. I guess they must still be in fursuit when they're playing. In other news, I've been having some trouble with work, just trying to get enough hours to get by, and I keep going home early and calling off, and it's like, at first it was like I'm genuinely too depressed to continue working, but it started becoming a habit to where I would just, decide to leave early just because I didn't feel like working, and it was becoming a bad habit. There was a new manager we got, and they kind of, when I decided to ask to go home early, they politely asked if I was willing to do just a little more, just a little more work, trying to help out. And I actually ended up sticking out the rest of my shift, And it felt weird, but I actually thanked him for it. And I couldn't find the words, but, he was able to be like, yeah, no, I understand. That the work gets very monotonous sometimes. In other news, PayPal tried to screw with me a little bit. I mean, I don't think they really tried to. They just have some wonky stuff going on with their systems, Fun, fun, fun. Fun, 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 fun. I needed to send another, rent payment to my roommate, and I was in my very tired state of mind. I made a goof and sent it to my previous roommate. Like several hours later, he contacted me, and I was like, crap. So I asked him to send it back. This is where things started going south, and this is where I would like people to pay attention because you might be able to learn from this. He went ahead and selected to like cancel or refund the transaction. Refund is where this all goes south immediately. Because PayPal does this thing where they automatically ping your bank account to withdraw money, but it doesn't show right away, which is dumb because you wouldn't necessarily have any way of knowing. So when I send the $300, they receive the credit in their account immediately, but it has not yet been pulled from my account. If they hit the refund, then it starts the refund process for a payment that hasn't even processed yet. Very interesting stuff here. Me, not knowing how any of this worked, assumed that seeing the refund status on the payment meant I could go ahead and send the amount of money over to my current roommate. My bank account was really low at this point. I was just dropping just a little bit more to help finish off the last of our payments. And yeah, I only had about enough for that payment and then a little more. So, unbeknownst to me, doing this put me in the red and hit me with an overdraft fee. And I noticed it just a couple days later when I saw 2 pings from PayPal, and I was like, no, you did not. You did not. No. Why? So, if anyone wants to know how you can avoid this in the future, use a different payment platform. I've had many people recommend Zelle to me. That's one thing you can do. The alternative, if you do use PayPal, is, say you send money to the wrong person, like I suggested, or, implied. So there's you, and there's person A and person B. Person A is the person you mean to send money to, but you accidentally send it to person B. Okay? You contact person B and tell them to not refund it, but instead to send it to you via their PayPal balance. This would take their PayPal balance and add it to your PayPal balance without involving the bank at all. Then you go ahead and send that PayPal balance to person A. Shut up, phone. And that would ideally straighten things out. That is, of course, according to PayPal support. I'm yet to test this out myself, but that is supposedly how that would work. Hooray, Torx learned a thing. It's always good to learn, even if it totally shanks you in the gut in the process. But hey, you learn, right? And I always like passing that knowledge on forward. Pay it forward. Anyway, that's all I got for you today. You all are willing to partake in any YouTube shenanigans, like, comment, or subscribe, however you so choose. And remember, touch some grass. Serotonin is a hell of a drug. And have a wonderful day.